Got the Christmas tree up. The kids decorated it yesterday. And finally they just stopped the CPR and then they all walk away. And I go, wait, what? Wait, what? Is he gone? Oh, and Johnny and Claudia surprised me and brought flowers. And hello, Momma O fans. It's like 6 o'clock at night. And my brother Ben came to visit this morning. And I did my exercises. I'm trying to get my vlog up. And I haven't even started the jammies yet, so I gotta get going. And Johnny's coming to visit later on. And it's Papa O's, it's his 5-month anniversary today. Since he crossed over to the other side. Today is November 15th. And I've cried a few times today, but I'm okay. That rhymes. Got the Christmas tree up. The kids decorated it yesterday. So everything's kind of in this spot. It's kind of barren over here, except for the lights. So I got to kind of even that out. But they wanted to put they love their little bear. I need to update the pictures. They're all a lot older, and the Santa Claus that Judy brought me, she makes these. Let's see what today brings. And this is Papa O here. If we can get a better picture. His sister drew that picture of him like 60 years ago, something like that. But Ben, he came over, he wanted to show me his new bowling shoes that he got. And he wants him and my brother Roy want me to come and go bowling with them once a week. So I said, well, I'll see if I can fit that in, because I'm really busy, but I'll see if I can do that. It would be fun to go bowling with them once a week. So I'll see if I can fit that in. But Dallin was looking for his headphones yesterday, and I found those. I've got these and Noodle's blanket. And his Hawaiian shirt, and I can't remember who brought these twin bears over. And I've got the jammies ready to get sewn up. Papa O, 5 months. Can't believe it's been that long, and yet it seems like eternity. Oh dear, love you, babe. Got the fire going here. It was fun yesterday having everybody over. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about what happened that day that Papa O went to the other side. So hopefully I can do that without crying. Of course, I can always shut the camera off. Okay, I'll just tell it really quick. On June 15th of this year, of 2021, Papa O woke up at 9 a.m., which is unusual for him. He usually sleeps in quite late. And he says, oh, I feel so good. Let's go down and have some mush. I said, okay. And then we came down and we ate, and he went back upstairs. And then he came back down and he says, oh, I wanna do the Marco Poloing with our kids about the family tree. And so he did that, and he said he didn't want it too long, and just to make sure that we keep it to 15 to 20 minutes so the kids won't listen to it. I said, okay, sounds good. And he said, and I don't want you talking, Roseanne. I do tend to interrupt a lot. And he says, I said, well, why don't you just do the Marco without me? And he says, no, I want you in there, but I just don't want you interrupting. And let me tell my story, my side of the story. And I said, okay. Because I was telling about my childhood and my life, and Papa was telling about his before we met. And he wanted to tell about his travels in Europe. And I said, okay, I promise I will be quiet. And the thought came to me, yeah, let him talk. Don't interrupt him. And I thought, okay, I do tend to do that. And so he did the Marco Polo, and I told him when it was 15 minutes, when the time was up. And so maybe I can post that Marco Polo, but it's like 15 minutes long. Maybe I can just post a little bit of it. And then he did that, and then he went back upstairs, and he came back down, and he says, I want you to watch this video I put together. And we were planning our family camping trip, so I was trying to get my sewing done. And Papa O said, just stop sewing for a minute and watch this. And I was thinking, oh, I just don't have time. I'm trying to get all this sewing done before the kids come on Thursday for our camp out over the weekend. But he says, just stop sewing for a minute. I'm glad I did. And he says, just watch this video. It's about 3 minutes long. And it started playing a 4-poster bed. And I said, oh, hon, you know I don't like that song because the dad dies in the 4-poster bed. And he goes, it's okay, it's okay. And I said, all right, I'll listen to it. It just always makes me cry. And so, of course, I cried. And it was just showing pictures of the family and stuff. And if you want to see that, go to Joe Orgill's Instagram on June 15th. He posted it that day, the day he died. And you can listen to the song 4-poster bed. And then he went back upstairs, and then he came back down and he said, oh, I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. And I go, oh, thanks. He says, sorry for getting after you about the Marco Polo. I go, that's fine. I do talk a lot. Don't worry about that. And he says, I'm proud of you for how you take care of yourself and how hard you work. And he goes, thanks again for getting me the new shower. And so because of my falling and you're feeding me good, he just kept thanking me. And I said, well, you're welcome. Well, thanks. That's so nice. And he was just really praising me and apologizing. And I said, that's okay, hon. And then he went back upstairs and I said, I'll call you down. I need to do my DIY on stuffed zucchinis. And he says, okay, call me when they're done. So I got those cooked up and I called him down. And this was about 6 o'clock in the evening, 6:30. And I said, hon, come on down and I have your stuffed zucchinis. And I said, is it okay if I video you eating the stuffed zucchinis? He goes, yes, you can do that. And you can go to my DIY, or I can post it of him, my DIY of him eating the stuffed zucchinis. And he loved them. He ate them. We were just both so full. We were just stuffed with the stuffed zucchinis. And then we loved to watch Judge Judy. So about 6:30, we're watching Judge Judy. And when Papa was doing the Marco Polo, this thought popped in my head. This is like his last will and testament. And I thought, why am I thinking that? And I thought, that's odd that I would think that. And then when we were watching TV, we were holding hands, and I was getting sleepy and starting to fall asleep. We watched for about 3 hours. I think I did fall asleep a few times. But I was thinking, the president of our church, they were holding hands watching TV, and his wife died while they were holding hands, and he's a heart surgeon, and he couldn't save her. And that thought popped in my head. Oh, President Nelson's wife died while they were holding hands. And I didn't think much of that. And then about 9:30 that night, about 9 o'clock that night, all of a sudden, while we were watching Judge Judy, all of a sudden, Papa O hopped up and he says, oh, I'm so sick of watching Judge Judy. It's so depressing. I'm going to go pay bills. And I said, okay, why don't you come back in about an hour and we'll watch something else. So he went upstairs to pay the bills. And about an hour had gone by, and I thought, well, I better go check on him. So I went upstairs, check on him, and he's lying on the bed, and his feet were hanging over the side. And the light was on, and the water was running in the bathroom. So I turned the light off, turned the water off. He gets the water hot so he can itch his head and get the itching to stop from the eczema. That's why he would take long showers to try. He said that's the only thing that stops the itching. And so he puts this colloidal oatmeal on his head with the hot water to stop the itching. So he was getting ready for that, but he'd gone and laid down on the bed. And so I went over and I turned the water and the light off, and I turned the fan on because he liked to sleep with the fan. I thought, oh, I'll just let him sleep. He looks so peaceful. And he's lying in the 4-poster bed, our water bed. It's a 4-poster bed. And I was going to walk out of the room, and I thought, oh, I should put his legs up on the bed so they don't fall asleep. So as I walked over, he was breathing, and I thought, boy, he looks so peaceful lying there. And then I thought, why didn't he wake up when I'm walking around the room? And I said, Joe, and he wouldn't respond. And I said, Joe, wake up. And I'm just yelling at him, Joe, and he wouldn't respond. And I run downstairs as fast as I can, get my phone. And I come back up. I call 911 while I'm running, and I come back up, and I said, he's unresponsive. I don't know what to do. And she says, is he breathing? I go, yes, he's breathing. And he spits up a little bit. It's like he's trying to talk to me. And she goes, roll him on his side. And I had a paper towel, and he just spit up a little bit. He didn't throw up, just spit up. And I go, yeah, he's breathing. And I said, where's the ambulance? And I ran downstairs to see where the ambulance, if I had left the door open, because I couldn't remember. And when I got downstairs, they were there, and the 911 lady got off the phone. And then I went up. I showed them how to get upstairs, and there was no siren on. And I showed them how to get upstairs. And they said, is he diabetic? I said, no. And they said, any medications? I said, no, he's not on any medications. And they said, well, they checked his vitals, and as far as I knew, he was still breathing. I'm running around. I run back downstairs to show. They kept getting lost in our house. So I ran downstairs, show them where to get the gurney upstairs. And our stairs are really steep, so I thought we would take him outside. And there's another guy that gets lost. He goes, I don't know how to get downstairs. So I show him that. So I'm not with Papa O. And they strap him in the gurney and bring him down. I go, oh, I thought we were going to go outside. How'd you get him down those steep stairs? And they go, oh, we just got him down. And my thought, I didn't think this at the time, but he had died already up in the bed. And they said, well, let's put him out there. And I saw him go like this out front. And they load him up in the ambulance. They said, can you drive? And I go, yes. And they go, put your shoes on and meet us there. And I said, okay. So I get over there. It's a 1 mile drive, 1.5 mile drive. So I get there really fast, and I'm trying to figure out how to get into the hospital. It looks like I go in the emergency way, and I have to knock on the door to get in. They send me to a room. And I says, my husband, Joe, where is he? Do you know where he is? And they said, okay, we'll be right with you. And about 5 minutes had gone by, and somebody comes in and says, do you want us to revive him? I go, yeah. And I didn't think anything, because they said the same thing when he had COVID. And they said, do you want us to revive him? I go, yeah. But so they said, follow me, and then they have me put a mask on, and then they show me where they're doing CPR. And I'm thinking, what are you guys doing? And I'm thinking, I can't even breathe, and I'm starting to breathe fast, and I go, what's going on? And I could see the thing that does the heartbeat, and it's just a flat line. I go, wait, what's going on? And he says, they were doing CPR for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. They said, we're going to quit. And I've got the kids on Marco Polo, letting them know what's happening. I'm Marco Poloing back and forth with the kids, with our kids. And the doctor, somebody says, oh, you shouldn't video this. And I go, I'm Marco Poloing my kids, and I'm having a hard time breathing. I don't want to wear this mask. And so they just don't say anything to him. Finally, they just stop the CPR, and then they all walk away. And I go, wait, what? Wait, what? Is he gone? What's going on here? And I said, the doctor says, yeah, he's gone. And I go, well, do something. What's going on here? And they go, we've done everything. And he named 5 things that they've done. I said, what about the machine? And they said they did that in the ambulance, because his heart had stopped up in the bed. And then they brought him down, but they didn't tell me, because they don't want me driving crazy. And then I said, well, do something. And they said, we gave him some shots. We did the machine. We did the CPR, and nothing. Said his heart started for about 15 seconds in the ambulance, but it wasn't strong enough to keep going. And then he explained a little bit about the electricity in the heart. And I said, well, was it a heart attack? He said, no. Was it cardiac arrest? He said, no. And I said, well, what was it? And he said, it was the electricity in his heart. There was no electricity. And okay. And I said, well, what am I supposed to do now? And he goes, I don't know. And my kid, Davey and Rochelle and Johnny, Amanda, they all get on. Marco said, Mom, I'll be right there. I'm right there. They're all about 45 minutes away. And Jimmy Joe, he was coming down for the camping trip. He was going to leave the next day on Wednesday and be here by Thursday. But so he wanted to leave that night. And I said, no, Jimmy Joe, you got to get some sleep. The kids are in bed. Don't wake them up. Come tomorrow morning. So he drives 12 hours to come the next day, and Davey gets there. We stay till 4 in the morning. Finally, the guy, he says he wanted me to, says, okay, will you donate his eyes? And I said, oh, I guess, I don't know. And I said, okay, we really need his eyes. And so I said, okay. And I let him take his eyes, and somebody came and said, it's very time sensitive. We have to take his eyes now. And so we left about 4 o'clock in the morning. So we come home, and we all gathered in Joe's room, Papa O's room, and we all just sat around and just trying to figure out what in the world went on, what happened, and we're just crying. And the kids, Davey goes and gets a mattress and puts it in on the floor in the bedroom. He says, I'm staying tonight. Shell says, I'll come tomorrow. Johnny said he'll come tomorrow. Davey stayed, and Amanda stayed. And for the next 2 weeks, the kids stayed. Some of them went home and got their kids. Julianne came the next day. Jimmy Joe had already planned to stay for 2 weeks. And for 2 weeks, we had food. People dropped off flowers and food for 2 weeks. We had all 45 people here, and the exchange students weren't here yet. And we would go in Joe's room. We planned the funeral. We planned things. The daughter-in-laws, they watched the kids while we had to go take care of things. They kept us fed. I didn't do any cooking that time, and it was just crazy. It was crazy and hard to believe, but it was a blessing because my kids were there with me. I wasn't left alone. And the kids were telling about dreams they were having with Joe coming in and giving him hugs, and how real he felt, and how Joe looked really happy, and he says everything's going to be okay. You'll be all right. I'm okay. This is okay. Everything's going to be okay. He told our son-in-law, and he said that he's proud of me. I had a dream of him a couple weeks later, and I said, where have you been for 2.5 weeks? In my dream, I said this, and he says, I've been fighting a war. And he looked really happy. It was a Sunday dinner in my dream, and it's just amazing. Oh, and then the people on you people on YouTube, how you've been such a help to me, comforting me, because a lot of you have been through this, and you were able to give me helpful hints at what to say. A lot of people don't know what to say in a situation like that. I don't know what to say to people when this stuff like this happens. Now I do, but I didn't know what to do. People don't know what to say, but you guys knew what to say. And you told me to take it one day at a time. You said this. You said a lot of very comforting words, and the you in the YouTube world really helped me, and are helping to get me through this. My goodness. And the missing part, everything that's been happening, I thought, well, I want to share with you guys what happened that day. And the blessings, the miracles, the angels I felt around, the people that helped, is just a miracle and just amazing. And all those that have lost spouses out there, wow. I just never knew. I just wanted to share with you guys what happened that day. And thank you. Oh, and Johnny and Claudia surprised me and brought flowers for the 5 months of Joe being gone, and stayed and visited for almost 2 hours. Oh, that's so nice. And I thought, wow, thank you so much. They said they thought it'd be fun to just bring you some flowers and stop and visit. Of course, it made me cry. And I thought, oh my goodness. Thank you, Johnny and Claudia. That was so nice. I'm okay till day. I'm okay till darkness comes at night. Just when I thought I would be alright. When I hear our song played on the radio, reminding me, why did you have to go? to me. I see your favorite shoes sitting over there, while I'm holding your old shirt you'd always wear. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, you are the love of my life. We'll always be together. You and me are forever, forever. I love you. Oh, I love you. I'm just saying, whoa, I'm just saying.
Okay, just saying. Gotta keep moving.